Hey, it's Melissa with Web of Creativity and your Graphic 45 brand ambassador. I am showing you some supplemental pages to this album. This may look familiar to you. This is my Detachable Pages Mini Album. It uses the wonderful Graphic 45, The Magic of Oz paper collection. Love this paper collection. So this is an older album, but Graphic 45 came back out with this paper. Had to grab it, had to use it. And went, I don't want to make another album because I already made a great one with it. So instead I'm making supplemental pages because these are removable. That's why I called it detachable pages. So we got these pages in here and you can remove them. So I made supplemental pages to add to this album. So they fit perfectly inside the album. So this video is about showing you how to make these supplemental pages. It's not about how to create this guy right here, since I already have a video. That link is below, so I'll show you that. These are the old pages. I'm going to go through real quick. So this has a magnetic flap, tag over on this side, and this is a waterfall. That's page style 1, page style 2 are tag on this side, and then these are just flaps. So, and then a tag in the back. So those page style 1 and 2, and then I made new page styles. So I got 2 new ones to show you. So this video is on how to make both of these. I do, because Graphic 45 came back out with this paper. I will have kits with this paper collection. Everything you need to make this album with the supplemental pages, but I'll have enough paper in there to make these pages if you want to make these instead of these. Those kits and the tutorials and the supplemental tutorial is all on my blog at www.webofcreativity.net. The link is below. The kit will come with the first tutorial and the supplemental tutorial. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you the new page style here. So this is flaps and pockets. So I got the tags. Kind of blends in with the background of the page, which is how I designed it. I really like how that looks. So then I got 2 more, and of course this is a flap that goes down. Tag here and tag here. That's page style 1 and page style 2. It's a little more involved. So we got Dorothy with a tag on this side. And these stickers were perfect for this album. I loved these little stickers, extra accents. So start off with a belly band and a tag for the scarecrow, and then we open up for the Tin Man and the lion. And he is not a belly band, he is a pocket. So you put a little tag in there. Then he opens up some more, and then we got the Wicked Witch of the West. And then last but not least, There's No Place Like Home. So I really like how these pages turned out. I think the cute little stickers right here were perfect accents and everything. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to work on page style 1 first, and then page style 2 for my supplemental pages for the Detachable Pages Mini Album. Alright, let's get started. Alright, this is our page 1, and this is the cover. It has 2 score lines, so we're just going to score them. And then that makes our cover for our book. Then we have two sheets here, and they both have a score line on them. This one's a shorter, this one's a tab score line, and then we got this score line for a pocket. So we're going to fold on the tab score line, taper which is cutting at the score line at an angle. Then we're going to add tape to our tab that we just created. And then for our second piece, I'm going to fold, and this is a pocket. So we're going to tape it in a U shape for a pocket shape. There we go. So I'm going to get our base page. So the pocket piece is going to get attached to the bottom at 1/8 of an inch border. So it'll be from the bottom and 1/8 of an inch from both sides, which is centered. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, it was out of focus a little bit. So then we got a little pocket area right there. Then we're going to attach this flap flush to the top edge. So I'm going to remove my tape backing. I'm going to turn this around, and I keep getting out of focus. Just so I can see the top edge. Make sure it's flush and even. So there's our piece and then our pocket. And what makes this book nice is when we start matting it and making pockets out of the mats. So let's bring in our cover pieces. So I'm going to have the front and back is going to be the same. I'm going to have a strip. It's going to be like that. I got a couple of these cute little flag pieces that I cut out. I'm going to tuck that under there. I'm going to add a sticker right there. And then I have cut out 5 squares. They're just going to go straight down the middle, the center here. And using the stickers set, we got these 3 Oz sticker set. So I'm going to put the 3 Oz stickers in the middle and then cut these out for the top and the bottom. So that's how I'm going to do it. This video is going to have a little fast forwarding into it while I attach the pieces, and then go from there. So I'm going to finish decorating this, and then we'll go move into the matting and the inside covers. And there's the finished cover. So now we're going to work on the inside. So for the inside, for the front and back, I made them decorated them the same way. So for, because we have this pocket piece right here. And then what I have for our matting the pocket, and then this little strip, and then our tag's going to go underneath it. And then for this guy, I'm going to create the pocket out of the paper and have it like that so it matches, and then when it's open and when it's closed, this is over it. Then I have some extra pieces here. This is going to go on the top with the sticker on it, and then I've got some more of these little flag pieces that I'll just put right underneath there. So first we're going to go ahead and create that pocket piece right here, and we're going to do that by taping a U shape on the back of it. This is going to have a 1/8 inch border, and there is our pocket piece. This is a full size mat for the pocket, just so it's identical. Usually I make the pieces have a 1/4 of an inch, an 1/8 of an inch border, but because I want it to be identical to this one, I just made it the same size as this pocket right here. Then I'm going to put Emerald City on the right one, and There's No Place Like Home on the left one. So let's go ahead and attach these. It's time to mat the rest. So there's 4 flaps here. Each flap is going to get matted the same way with different papers. So I'm just going to show you one way, and so you know how to do them. So I have 3 pieces here. So we're going to make a pocket out of the larger mat. This is going to be the backdrop. And then we have a little strip here. to indicate that that's our pocket. Now we have tags, and there's tags for each one. They're all the same size. And how I did the tags for each page, it's actually using the same paper as the background. So it kind of sneakily looks like it kind of belongs with the design. And I did that on purpose. You can definitely use a different piece of paper to make it stand out more. But I wanted it to blend in. So we're going to start with our pocket piece right here. Making sure I know where my front is, top front, so I don't close that off. And again, I'm going to look at it one more time. So I'm doing my tape in a U shape for my pocket piece. And I'm going to do my 1/8 border. And for my strip one, I'm going to place it on there to make sure that I continue with that 1/8 border and it looks good. And this piece is going to get fully attached. And I'm going to stub punch. I have a stub. This is We Are Memory Keepers. I'm going to stub the top. And do the same thing with my mat. And there is our page 1. Now I do have, like for another page, I have this mat. Let me open that up. And for the strip, I'm using a border sticker. So you do have a couple of choices here. There's 3. I'm going to use this guy right here. But there's this cute little blue one. This is kind of small, so if you use the blue one, I would cut a backing piece for it that's at least a 1/2 inch, and then put this piece in the middle. And then there's this heart one. And then we got a couple more on this sheet right here with the Follow the Yellow Brick Road and this purple one. So those make some good strips for those pieces. So I have this for my inside. I also have this, the Tin Man. And for this section, I have this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those off camera, and then I'll show you what they look like with all the tags inserted and everything. Alright, I have finished matting the pages. So we got the Tin Man Oz with that cute strip right there. And then these stamp set. And then I added my tag. Alright, that is it for page 1, and let's move on to page 2. We're going to work on page 2, and page 2 has the same base page as page 1. We're just going to fold on the score lines just to get that page set up. So we're going to do our first flap, which has this tab portion. And go ahead and fold on our tab. We're going to taper the corners, cutting from the score line inward. And we're going to add our tape to the tab. And run my foam folder across it. So we're going to attach this to this side. We're not going to go flush to that first score line because we want this page to fold. So we're going to go out about 1/8 of an inch. And it's going to be 1/8 of an inch from the edge, top, bottom, and from that score line. Our second piece is a pocket piece. So it has 3 score lines, 1 in the middle, and then the 2 tabs. So we're going to go ahead and fold 1 tab over, taper, add our tape, and we're also going to add, let me go ahead and fold this over. So this is going to be a pocket, but we're going to attach a piece of tape right along the bottom here. And I'm going to use my 1/4 inch tape. And I needed it to be sorry, I'm pulling this up a little bit. I needed room for my tab to attach. So when this tab goes over, it'll attach. So I needed about 1/2 of an inch or more away from this edge. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and remove this. I'm going to remove this. And fold it over evenly. So now we have our pocket. And then this tab right here, we're going to go ahead and taper those 2 corners. And then we're going to add tape to that tab. And we're going to attach it. So we wanted this one attached first. This gets attached to the right side. But we don't want it flush to the edge. So what we're going to do is close this piece on this piece just to get an idea of where we're going to attach it. Because we want it flush to the bottom, this bottom edge right here. And then see, it has that space right there so it doesn't get caught on anything. And then we do want this to close. So we're going to go ahead and remove the tape. Line it up with the page. That way this will close smoothly. So I have it lined up at the bottom, and then our pocket piece. All right, now we're moving on to our next portion, which is this flap right here, and we're going to go ahead and fold on that and taper, and then add our tape. And then this piece, I always like to fold it with the tape on it and then run my bone folder just to give that extra crease. That's going to be attached to the center of this guy right here. So I'm just going to use my ruler, and he's going to be flush to the edge of this flap. So I'm going to turn this around so I can see it better. Line up my ruler. There we go. So it's looking really good. Now I have my next piece, similar to this one, smaller, but instead of making it a pocket, this is going to be open-ended, so a tag will slide right in the middle. So it's going to be like a belly band. So let me put this to the side. I'm going to go ahead and fold my first tab over. Add my tape. Make sure it is straight, and then we're going to go ahead and attach. Alright, fold on my tab, taper my corners, and then add my tape. Alright, and then this guy is going to get centered on this flap. So I'm going to turn this sideways so I can see it. This would be easier if it was a little bit flatter surface. Making sure that I am centered. I need to make sure everything is in place. Absolutely perfect. There we go. And then this is open for our tag. That is the wrong. I don't think this is the right size tag. But there we go. And now we can mat the page. Alright, so here are my pieces for my cover. And so we have the full-size cover piece. I have this strip. The switch cutout, which is a cut-apart piece from the paper collection. And then these two little flags. So the flags are real easy to make. You cut out your piece, and then I come up a 1/2 inch and then mark in the center, and then from the center point I measure from the center point to the corner, center point to the corner. And instead of getting out my craft mat and craft knife, I just cut it with some really sharp scissors. And that's it. That's all I do for the flags. Let me set that aside, and let's go ahead and get these attached. for the inside cover, we're going to have a full-size mat, belly band, and then I have, I'm going to be using all 4 of these stickers in these pages. And what I did was just cut out a small little mat to put behind the sticker. And then we're going to attach it to each area in this page right here. But first, with the belly band, we're going to go ahead and fold on the tabs, taper the corners, and then add our tape. And I'm going to go ahead and run my bone folder one more time. So I'm going to put the belly band in the center and attach it down. We're going to attach our belly band to the center of our mat. So we're going to go ahead and remove the tape backing to one side and figure out where our center is before we attach it down. So let's measure the ruler and once we get that, we'll just attach it like so. Perfect. And attach. Next, we're going to work on the tag that goes in the pocket. It's just a basic tag. And then this flap right here with the belly band. So I have this tag. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go with the theme with the stickers. So here's Dorothy. This is going to be the Scarecrow. So we'll have him on the tag. And then on the other side is going to be the lion. So I'm going to add this paper to this side, this guy to this side, and the two stickers. So let's go ahead and get working on that piece. Okay, so with the Tin Man, he's going to be just a little bit different for this spot. We are going to put him here, but because we don't have a belly band and I'm not making a belly band, I just made a mat for my paper, which I'm going to attach here. But instead of a belly band, I'm going to tape it in a U shape to make it a small pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when I attach this piece, I'm going to make sure that it is even with this belly band, or this, yeah, that belly band, just to make it all look even. So there's my U shape, which will be a pocket, and I already attached my Tin Man to my paper. Okay, so now that I got the main characters, I'm going to go ahead and do the witch in this section. So I cut this piece out of the paper collection. It looks really good, so I'm going to put her there. I have her feet for there, and this pocket piece in the closed section is going to say the Wicked Witch of the West. So I cut these out of the paper collection, and then right there I'm going to stick one of the stickers that says Wicked Witch of the West. So and then this pocket has a tag, and that tag is going to have the clocks on it. So this is just going to be all purple. I did cut this piece out, but I think I'm going to put the sticker there just to have that little bit of green, because this side will most likely be green. Okay, so let's go ahead and get everything attached. Okay, for our last section is the end of the story. I was able to cut this guy out. There's no place like home. And then I got this stamp section, and then just the green. And that'll attach to the back side of the pocket. Okay, I'll attach these. Alright, so I have put the 2 new pages in the album. So they fit perfectly inside. These are 2 old pages. So I just removed out my 2 old ones and put in my 2 new ones. So, there we have it. That fits perfectly inside of the Detachable Pages Mini Album. Here's your 2 substitute pages, and that's it. So it turns out this looks like such a cute little storybook here. I didn't add anything extra here. This would be a great place for the sticker or whatnot, but I didn't want to add too many embellishments, so we have room for pictures, and the same with this one. So it does have space for pictures and stuff, but again, I you know, with your pictures, it's going to get a little fatter. So this is the end of the video. Remember, there's kits and tutorial on my blog. The links are below, but my blog is www.webofcreativity.net, and please jump over on Facebook. It's Facebook/webofcreativity. You'll find me there, and like my page. And that's it. Thank you for watching.